All right, and welcome back to ESQ-Astro Sauce. I am ESQ-Astro, the host, and we are getting into today's collective spread. Just a simple read for the collective looking for answers and what may be going on currently. We do a classic Egyptian tarot spread here, which is a pyramid buildup. We use the Egyptian tarot cards, and we also use the Gods of Egypt oracle cards to clarify. Keeping it simple, those Gods cards, they do clarify and classify the reading of what the overall message will be, as well as the bottom of the decks on both sides, showing you what we can't see coming or what could possibly be coming based upon your actions. Okay. All shuffles are done live on camera, no card trickery, no YouTube title baits. So we don't do any of that here. So, and we don't do this for entertainment purposes. This is for the edification of our souls and the clarity of our lives. And so, I call in the Most High, the ancestors, and my spirit guides to guide the reading. Please call in whoever you need to get the best view from your end. First card coming out is the Temperance card in reverse. Next up, we have the Empress in reverse. Death in reverse. The Devil upright. The Lovers in reverse. The Fool upright. Judgment in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Top of the Sun card in reverse at the top. Okay. So yeah, I was thinking the Sun was going to come out at the bottom, but at the bottom we have the Justice card in the upright. So yeah, this could definitely be dealing with some serious choices, new paths. The Fool at the heart of the spread says a lot to me. But dominant reversal reading today. We only have one, two, three cards in the upright, and that would be the Devil, the Fool, and the Justice, and they are in a diagonal succession. So yeah, very interesting. I would say with the Temperance in the reverse, again, things are unbalanced. Things may be at a point of extreme tension, extreme stress. The Empress in reverse, again, it could be based upon the golden opportunity that may be on hold. And again, this is a cycle where you're definitely going through some type of rebirth with the Death card in reverse, but it may be something about toxic situations, illusions, delusions, things that you are obsessed with or bound to, unhealthily. And again, this is always a good season to measure those things. Again, as the sun is at its highest point, but we are losing daylight at this point. So we are getting closer and closer to the end of summer. As we move into Virgo, that will be the last sign, and that'll signify that. So yeah, with that Devil card, something's definitely got a hold on you, I would say, in a way, especially with all the first cards coming out in reverse. And again, with the golden opportunity, I just believe there's some type of death and rebirth that has to occur for this to be, you know, um, severed, brought to a state of realism. The main thing is that the Lover's card in reverse is definitely saying that it could be, you're stuck on making a choice. Okay. And again, it may be a choice that comes from the past. It may not be something that you chose recently, but you may have to re-choose or rethink or, again, contemplate what that choice has brought you. And again, balance things with that Death card to, again, have some type of rebirth. The Judgment card, well, the Fool card comes out next at the heart of the spread. Again, that's just letting me know there's a new journey. There could be possible Again, things going on behind you that you can't see, as we see the alligator going for the fool's leg as he sets out on the journey. Um, again, this journey could be foolish, in a lot of ways, so you don't know what you don't know. But with the judgment card coming out next in the reverse, clarifying the death card in reverse as well as the devil upright, I would definitely say there's something very key to what's holding your life together in the balance, as far as a decision that has to be made so that things can actually start to reach a point of progression. Okay, things are always progressing, whether you can see it or not, or whether you realize it or not. But we are moving into a quickening with these eclipse. That's what the eclipse will bring. It'll bring a quickening in a lot of ways to where things that should have took you 3 months may take 3 weeks or 3 days. Just based upon how much energy you put into it. But again, how you align with the things that you need to accomplish it in the best amount of time. So, and I would definitely say there's some information coming in through all of this as well, especially with the judgment card. Anubis showing up twice. Something's in the balance, something's on the scale, something's being weighed or judged. Injustice in the upright in the place where we can't see. Again, this could be something that's definitely working in your favor, but you may be going through it to get to it. The hermit in the reverse is definitely say you're getting back out there. Things are definitely taking a turn, which I think is for the better. This is what could be causing the imbalance to try to get you back tempered, try to get back balanced. The wheel of fortune means that the fortunes are definitely turning around, which I believe is going to be leading to some happiness. I always say that the sun in reverse is just like the moon, so it can be an emotional situation, but it's definitely something that's overseen, by the higher up spiritually. Okay, things are definitely turning around for you to see certain things in a new way. I believe that's what this Fool card at the heart of the spread is saying. But again, sun in reverse at the top, always a good card, whether upright or reverse. You just have to know how to read it into your situation. But ultimately, again, justice is what we can't see at the bottom of the deck. And with justice coming in, I would say you're good. Just make sure again that you are making the motions and the turnarounds where you need to, because again, these choices aren't going to linger forever. It's going to come to a point where you got to make a choice, or you're going to be stuck, or the choice will make itself for you. And with Uranus and Gemini, you don't want that right now, because you could get the side of the evil twin. Okay, so just remember that when it comes to planetary placements right now, with Uranus and Gemini fresh and going to be there for some years. Yeah. You don't want to spark anything that you're not willing to keep, or even that you're not willing to give up. The main thing about life I learned is attachment and detachment are two opposite ends of the polar spectrum. But again, these are the things that people either uh, thrive with or actually kind of ruins their lives. You know what I mean? Like, I know some people who, are on one end of the spectrum, you know, um, and do well, and people on the same end of the spectrum that don't do so well. Okay. So we just gotta keep. Again, I feel like life is like trying to break into a safe. You trying to figure out the combination, to get to the, you know what I mean? And that's how I live. That's how I look at life. I believe there's just different combination and alignments that'll open that safe for you. You just got to keep trying different combinations, because if one combination isn't working, you can't continue to, that doesn't make sense. So, and this reading is kind of saying some of that too, So we're gonna split up the gods and see what they have to say for the day as we flip the script and the resume, or the grand poobah. All right, so hopefully this will get us to. I'm at a place of satisfaction, but hopefully it gets us that clarity we're looking for. The gods are saying devastation in reverse. Okay. All right. So devastation in reverse, I would say. Um, wow. Yeah, the death card is there. Yeah, so the death card was there the other day, as well as the devil. So yeah, this can definitely say a lot about man. And I was talking about this the other day. How we get into these solar maximums with these particular two eclipses that we have. One today, which is August 12th, and then the next one will be on August 28th, and that'll be in the sign of Pisces, which is opposite of Virgo. So right when we go into Virgo season, we get a full moon in the opposite sign, and it just happens to be that last eclipse of Pisces. So this is a very big eclipse coming at the end of the month. The one today is kind of soft. It's definitely got some good feels with it. The one at the end of the month may be more of this energy of death, devastation. um, again, things being in balance for a while. Things being in a progressive state of, again, you getting back out there and earning, or again getting some type of financial gift some other way, whether it's through an inheritance, which this death could be significant in saying that. So again, we just have to be mindful of seasons change, and nobody's here forever. Unless you leave some type of literary work or art, or your legacy always will remain, but nobody physically remains here forever. And so we have to keep mind of that, and be ready to let go if that's what's in the physical death and judgment that's coming through this. Okay. So the bottom of the God's deck here, also in the reverse, is the stability and equilibrium card. Okay, both came out in the reverse. So yeah, dominant reversal reading again. You know, and I would definitely say stability and equilibrium is that equivalence to trying to balance. So the opposite of that would be instability and chaos. So in the reverse, that's what it might be. I want to see the card under it. Yeah, so the perseverance card is under this card on the bottom of the God's deck. So yeah, I feel like again certain things are coming to an end. And with Uranus and Gemini, I believe it's something that, again, you don't make that choice. It's gonna make itself for you. You know, and if you in too deep to make the choice, then it may just be worth holding out. Hanging in there, because again, you got to go through it to get to it. So you may be going through it. Something devastating may happen, or not so devastating. It may be the total opposite of devastation. It may be enjoyment, enlightenment. Something good. That golden opportunity flips. But the main thing is to stay on course. I would definitely say that's what the Fool is saying at the heart of the spread. Like everything around the Fool is in reverse, and it's like, what does the Fool have to do? Stay on course, because again, the Fool is confirming the Empress in reverse, which is that golden opportunity that may be on hold. But again, you stay on course, you may be walking right to it and don't realize it. So stay the course. Stay on the grind, or on your class work, or on your work. Stick to your plan. Make sure putting into that savings and not eating out. Um, do the things that you need to do to get where you're going, because justice is waiting for you. Uh, and again, if things haven't been equal and stable, then that's what's coming in with this equilibrium and stability card in reverse. It's definitely letting you know that um, that's coming in with these reversals. So I think the reading's pretty simple. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna peek under the justice card. Yeah, which is the strength card under there. So yeah, this is definitely putting you back in that position of strength, power, being able to do some things that you haven't been able to do for a while. And like I say, I believe it's taking you to a new level of life that you haven't experienced. It's time for something new with these eclipses. And again, within the next 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, to even 6 years, you'll see the turnaround from these events that are happening this month of August 2026. You know, it's a pretty interesting year. I was just kind of doing a recap myself earlier and was just like, wow, I've done a lot and been through a lot this year. Been kind of crazy, but got to go through it to get to it. So I'm going to leave the reading there. You know, you guys leave me a comment. Let me know if you resonate with the video or with the message, I should say. Um, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hype the video, which is, I guess, the new thing that'll help us get out into the algorithm. And yeah, check for the short where I'll do an overview where you can see the reading yourself up close and get your own interpretation. Leave comments there too. Those always are appreciated. But again, subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It's ESQ Astro, and I'm out. Peace.